Hello everybody and welcome to Namaste Yoga. Today we're going to do a flow that will maybe keep you a little bit grounded during this upcoming holiday season. I know a lot of people probably are pretty stressed out right now with family, work, all that kind of stuff. So let's try to bring you guys back down to earth with this grounded themed flow. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the mat. So today we're going to go ahead and get started in a seated meditation. So you can just simply sit with your legs crossed, or if you want to go into a lotus, you can do that as well. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So I'm going to bring the top of my right foot into my left hip crease, and then go ahead and bring the top of my left foot into my right hip crease. Today we're going to take what is called the Prithvi Mudra. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, feel free to tell me in the comments below. But this mudra is known to, especially in yoga, engage your root chakra, make you feel stable, and keep you grounded. And that is exactly what we're going for today. So you're going to take your ring finger, the tips of your ring fingers to your thumbs, and then go ahead and place the palms up on your knees. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh out your mouth. Go ahead and do this a couple times just to relax your body. And focus really on relaxing your mind here. Just keep breathing. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more relaxed and stable right now. We're going to move from this into a tabletop position, and that is where we're going to get started on today's flow. Today's flow, we're going to try to remain close to the ground. Literally being close to the ground definitely makes me feel more grounded mentally as well. So go ahead and get into your tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath and push yourself back into a downward facing dog position. In this position, you might be still a little cold, so go ahead and pedal out your feet in this downward dog, warming up the hamstrings, getting some movement going through your body. And then stay still for a couple moments. Breathe in, breathe out. You want to try to breathe in and out through your nose for the majority of the practice, with that slight restriction in the back of your throat. That is your Ujjayi breath. But if any time you do need to open mouth, breathe, that's totally fine as well. So from here, we're going to step forward, our feet around our hands into a Malasana squat. This is also called a yogi squat. So you're gonna bring your feet outside your hands, bend down, place your arms between your knees with palms together, so your elbows are meeting your knees, and push outward and up to maintain a long spine. If your hips are not feeling this today, you can come a little higher like this. You don't have to go all the way down. You can even come higher if you need to. So we're in our Malasana squat. We're gonna place the right palm down on the ground next to the right foot, and go ahead and lift the left arm up, gazing up toward that hand to get a little twist. Come back through center, place the left hand down next to the left foot, pushing the knee out with that elbow, and reach up with the right hand, gazing toward the right. Come back through center, place the hands to the ground, and go ahead and step back into your plank. Move through your chaturanga push-up, keeping the arms in tight to your sides. Push forward into an upward facing dog, and back into your downward facing dog. From here, you're going to inhale the right leg up. Exhale as you bring it through, placing that right knee on the ground next to your right hand. And that will mean your left foot is near your left hand in this half pigeon pose. So the other leg stays straight behind you. If you can't get your shin more parallel to the front of your mat, that's fine. Just go ahead and stay here. Bring that right heel in as close as you need to. Inhale as you push yourself up. And exhale, fold forward over that leg. You can rest your forehead on your hands or your forearms. And if you can't fold forward this far, that is totally fine. You can also stay up on your elbows like this. Take a couple of breaths here in your pigeon. And then inhale, push yourself back up, plant your hands, step back, and simply push your hips up and back into a downward dog. And now we need to take the left side. Inhale the left leg up, bring it through, the knee coming towards your left hand. Your heel tucked somewhat toward your body. If you can get it parallel to the front of your mat, that's fine as well. The right leg is straight behind you. Inhale up, and exhale, fold forward into this half pigeon on your left side. Take a couple of deep breaths here. When you're ready, inhale, push yourself back up. Plant the hands, step back into a plank position. And now we're going to lower through chaturanga. Remember, chaturanga can always be taken on your knees if necessary. If not, keep the knees up, lower down. Push forward to upward dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift the right leg up. Bring it through, plant the foot between your hands, drop your left knee to the ground. Inhale up into a beautiful low crescent. And exhale, we're gonna hook our left upper arm on the outside of our right thigh and twist, looking up to the right. You can also open your arms here if you'd like. I'm gonna keep mine like this today. And then inhale, the arms come back up. Exhale, plant your hands around your foot. Step back and push your hips back and up to a downward dog. Inhale, the left leg comes up now. Bring the left foot through. Drop the right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left, gazing up toward the sky if you can. We're staying grounded, but sometimes we like to enjoy the sky. We like to look up at the stars. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and move through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to go ahead and inhale the right leg up. Bring the right knee toward the left elbow with a slight twist. You're gonna go ahead and plant the left heel to the ground, kick the right foot out to the ground, and open up into a fallen star. Bring that left hand back down, step back, and push back to downward facing dog. Then inhale, the left leg comes up, left knee to right elbow, drop that right heel, kick the left leg through, opening up to a fallen star on the other side. And bring the hand back down to the ground. Bring your left foot back to meet your right. And then go ahead and push once again back to a downward facing dog. Now we're simply going to push ourselves forward to a plank position. Hands underneath your shoulders. Make sure you're feeling strong here. If you need to, you can go on your knees, but we are going to go into a side plank. So if knees are off the ground, go ahead, lean your feet to the right. On your right hand, your right hand stays planted on the ground, and go ahead and lift that left hand up toward the sky. So if this is fine for you, you can stay here. If you need to take a knee down, go ahead and take your right knee down like this. Or if you want to play with it a little bit, you could take your left leg up to a tree leg on this side. Just do whatever's feeling good in your body today. Go ahead and plant that left hand back to the ground, back into your high plank, and simply switch sides. Bring your heels to the other side. Right hand comes back up. You can gaze up toward the sky. You can take that knee down if you need to. Or you can play on the right side. So you can bring your foot up to your thigh or your calf into a tree. That's usually what I like to do. Go ahead and plant the right hand back down, and we're going to move back through a vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and repeat that one more time. The whole routine, yes. So, from downward facing dog, you're gonna step your legs around your hands into that beautiful Malasana yogi squat, pushing outward with your elbows to your knees. Bring the right hand down to the ground. Inhale as you gaze up toward the left. Hands back to center. Left hand comes down, gaze up toward the right, and back to center. Plant the hands, step back, chaturanga, you can take it on your knees, lower through your push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, bring it through to that half pigeon pose on the right side. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Enjoy that stretch in your hip. And just take a couple of breaths here in pigeon. Inhale, Push your heart back up toward the sky. Plant the hands. Step back to downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. Bring it through to pigeon. We want to keep our sides even here. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale yourself back up. Bring the left foot back to meet the right. Once again, through this beautiful vinyasa. Inhale to upward facing dog and exhale to downward facing dog. Next, lift the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring it through. Drop the back knee. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking that left elbow on the right thigh. Remember, you can open this up if you'd like to. And then come back through center. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, push your hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Bring the foot between the hands, dropping the right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Gaze up toward the beautiful sky or the beautiful ceiling. Everything is beautiful in its own way. And inhale back through center. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. You guessed it, another chaturanga push-up. Lower down, push forward into your upward facing dog. And exhale as you push your hips up and back to your downward facing dog. From here, we're gonna go ahead and inhale the right foot up. Right knee to left elbow. Kick that leg through as you drop the left heel. Inhale, look up. Open up to a beautiful fallen star. Exhale, bring the left hand back down. Feet meet back together. Push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Left knee to right elbow. Kick it through and open. We're becoming grounded here. Maybe we were a star in the sky, but now we're fallen, and that's beautiful and that's okay. And bring the right hand back down to the ground. Left foot meets the right. Move back to downward facing dog. And then simply push yourself forward to that high plank. We're gonna take side plank on the right. Leaning into your right hand, bringing the left hand up. You can take tree if you'd like to your calf or to your thigh, whatever is accessible to you. Plant the left hand and go ahead and switch sides. Side plank on your left, right hand comes up or over. You can take your tree legs, or you can even take a knee to the ground. Come back through your high plank and move through your vinyasa. And from here, you can jump forward, you can step forward, whatever works for you. Go ahead and take a seat. We're just gonna take a simple forward fold here. So stretch your legs out in front of you straight. Inhale, your hands overhead. And exhale, fold forward over your long legs. You can bring your peace fingers around your big toes. You can clasp your hands around your feet. You can just simply touch your feet. And if you can't touch your feet, that's totally fine. You can bring your hands to your calves, you can bring your hands to your thighs, Just do what feels good for you. So forward fold, lengthen your spine, and fold deeper into the pose. Just hold this for a little bit. Breathe deeply in and out. If you ever lose your breath through the practice, just try to remember to come back to it. Breath is the most essential part of a yoga practice. As long as you're breathing, you're doing an amazing job. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale up. Release your feet, your calves, your thighs, whatever you are holding on to. Come up to a seated position, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll slowly to the ground, one vertebrae at a time if you can. Take your time. And all the way down to the ground. Now you're gonna bring your feet, plant them on the ground about hips width apart, and we're gonna take a bridge pose. Your palms come down to the ground on either side of you. You're going to push into your palms and use the strength of your legs to lift your hips up toward the sky. So inhale, lift. Make sure your neck is in a comfortable position. You do not want to strain your neck here. And if you'd like to get a little bit more of a stretch, start working your shoulder blades underneath you. Just like this. You can clasp your hands underneath you as well. And just breathe here. Take one more inhale, and exhale, lower yourself back to the ground. Now we're going to take one more bridge pose, if that's what's in your practice, or if you are able to do upward facing bow, you can go ahead and join me for that. But if you need to do another bridge pose, just go ahead and do that, that's totally okay. So for upward facing bow, the feet remain in the same position, feet about hips width apart. You're gonna take your hands and bring them near your shoulders, palms down, fingertips facing toward your toes. Move your hair out of the way or else you're going to pull it out, and we don't want that. We're trying to feel grounded today. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. So, for upward facing bow, you have your hands in this position. You're gonna once again use the strength of your arms and your legs pushing into the ground to lift yourself up. So on an inhale, go ahead and lift. And then if you need to get deeper into the stretch, you can walk your feet back a little bit. Try not to let your knees splay out. You wanna keep them in line. You can even take this to your tiptoes. Just like that. And just take a few deep breaths here. Then to get out, we're just going to tuck our head a little bit. Slowly lower down using the strength of your arms and legs. And come back down to the ground. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a reclined butterfly for a moment. So from this position, just bring the soles of your feet to touch and simply let your legs fall open. And just breathe here. Close your eyes. Feel the earth beneath you. Clear your mind and just enjoy this stretch. If you want to feel a little bit more of the stretch, you can lightly press down on your thighs. You can bring your feet in closer to your body, or if you need to, bring them out further. Take some deep breaths here. When you're ready, go ahead and use your hands to kind of lift your legs back together, just like that, very gently. Now we're gonna take a twist. So I'm going to do eagle legs. I'm gonna inhale my right leg up and bring it over my left leg. If that's enough for you, just go ahead and stay there. You can even keep your legs apart and just simply twist to either side. But I'm going to inhale the right leg up, bring it over the left thigh, and then I'm going to wrap my right ankle around my left ankle. Move my hips slightly to the right, bring the right arm out, and just let my legs fall to the left. For a nice spinal rotation, I like to place my left hand on my right thigh here, and then gaze toward my right hand, but maybe close my eyes too. You can keep your eyes closed or open, whatever's comfortable for you. And take some deep breaths. Go ahead and inhale the legs back through center. Unbind the right leg from the left and switch sides. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Wrap it around the right leg, binding the ankles. Move your hips slightly to the right and then let your legs fall to the right. The left arm comes out to the opposite side, and you can gaze toward your left hand. And breathe. And then go ahead and inhale your legs back to the center. Get yourself comfortable on your mat. Go ahead and stretch your legs out. Take up a lot of space on your mat. Let your feet fall to the sides. You can bring your palms to the ground facing up. Whatever's comfortable for you. Just relax every muscle in your body here, even the muscles of your face, your hands, your feet. And just go ahead and and take some nice, deep, natural breaths in your final Shavasana for this practice. Now, if you want to stay in this Shavasana for longer, feel free to do that. If you're ready to come out, just go ahead and follow me out of it. Just start to find some movement throughout your whole body, in your neck, in your hands, in your feet, your ankles. And go ahead and make your way onto one of your sides, resting your head on your arm. And then slowly push yourself up, back to a seated position. I would like to thank you all for joining me here today. I really hope that this flow has left you feeling a little bit more stable, a little bit more grounded, especially with all of these upcoming holiday plans. We all know how frustrating, how stressful it can be. So thank you again for joining me. Bring your hands up overhead, palms to heart center. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, and we bow. Namaste.